Hi, so this video is going to be me walking through how to set up an automation type of email sequence in Aspire Builder. So I have a video on how to set up a campaign, and then now it's how to set up an automation email. So if you didn't watch the other video, basically the difference between a campaign and automation is the campaign is you're gonna pretty much send out as like an announcement or a newsletter type of email. You can even schedule it, but it's something that you just like are more doing on the fly, where an automation, you need to pretty much have a sequence of emails that are happening automatically when they enter their name and email into some sort of form. So whether that be like an application form that they're filling out, and you have a follow-up email sequence that they receive after they apply to work with you, or whether they're signing up for a freebie, like they're opting into your website and they're receiving some sort of freebie, whether that be like a PDF or an audio or video or something. You want to send them an email sequence that they get after that. Another popular one that people do, and that I have as well, is whenever you set up like an opt-in for just like your newsletter on your website, or even a freebie as well, they can get into a welcome sequence. So they're learning like kind of about who you are and what you're about and why you are doing what you're doing and why they should stick around type of thing. So these are emails that you want to happen automatically without you having to send out on the fly like you would with a campaign. So I will pretty much just get started. So we're going to go in the automations area. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is an automation is going to be triggered, like this email sequence is going to be triggered by them entering their information somewhere. So I'm just going to do an example of that I have on my website of like if they're opting in to get a freebie. But you can apply this to pretty much anything. It doesn't just have to be an opt-in form like this for like a freebie. It could be an opt-in form like for something else, or maybe they're filling out an application form, but usually it's being triggered by some sort of form or a purchase. You can set up an automation when they, after like you set it up with a checkout form as well. So it doesn't just have to be like a form like these. It can be a checkout form too, so that once they purchase something, then they're getting an email sequence after that. So I'm just going to show this example with this type of form. So, but the same thing applies with any other, like with any other type of form, or with a checkout form. So, or product. So here we go. What you'll want to do is on the form, make sure you go to the edit settings. And what you're going to do is I'm kind of looking at this. You can either have basically when they click the submit button, it takes them to a new page, or it could just say a thank you message. So basically they click submit and then a little message pops up right here and it says thank you, and you can like type in that thank you message, or you can have it go to a certain page. And right now the page is going to take them to the next funnel step, which is the next page is a thank you page. So anyways, that's not really about the emails. I just figured I'd mention it. But okay. Then you're going to click connect to email marketing. So select lists. I have a lot of different lists, but this freebie is about the 7 pages every website needs for health coaches and whatnot. So what I did is you pretty much like create a list. You'd click add list and you type in whatever that list name you'd want to call it. And so now I know when people opt in to get this freebie, they're getting added to this list, and I'm just going to make sure that that list is checked. I'm going to click confirm, and that's pretty much the most important part, is doing that. You can also tag people as well, so that when you look at your contacts, that you see that they got tagged as they're tagged for the 7 website pages guide. So I would see that next to their name and their contact. You can even, like, if it was like, say they're opting into like your contact form, right? They want to contact you on your website. You can put like a tag, could be like a contact request. So then it's just more like, it's just more for internal purposes, for trying to stay organized, or like being able to easily see what that person has done throughout your site. They can be tagged as someone that's like a purchaser of your course, like whatever it is. But you just always want to make sure that they're being added to the correct email list, especially when you're trying to set up an automation. So this is the list that we created for this form, and then we're going to build I already built it, but I'm showing you. Then you're going to build the automated sequence to go to this list of people. So click confirm, and then, oops, gosh, I'm like, all right, whatever. And then that's it. And then you'd click off of that thing, and then like, just like I did, and then you'd click save. And so now that form helped us create our list. So now we're going to go to emails and automations. And wait, one more thing. That form could be, well, it was in a funnel. I have it in, where is it? This funnel. So that's this page of that funnel. But you can also do like a pop-up. So I have a pop-up of this as well on my site. So I have this 7 pages freebie pop-up. So when I mean, you could put a form on this pop-up. It's totally up to you, because you could just drag and drop a form over in here. I don't know why it's not doing it right now. Maybe it's because there, like you can add the form in here, and you know, we don't need all these. Or what I did is since I built a page out, like the one I was just showing you on, since I built that page, I just have this button, link, and it takes them to that page. So then I only have the form, but you can have the form in multiple spots. It's just up to you. Okay, so we'll go to emails. So what we're going to do is click on automations, and then this is it right here. But I'll show you it really quick, but then I'm going to show you kind of like what it looks like creating it from scratch, at least not like the design of the emails, but like I'll show you like what it looks like as creating it. But this is the one. Actually, I'm going to show you guys this after I show you how to create it. So just so you can actually see what it ends up looking like. But what you would do is you'd create automation, and you do blank automation. An abandoned cart is more if they, this is more for e-commerce. So like if you have an e-commerce shop and they, you know, added something to their cart, like, you know, whatever it is that they were interested in, they added it to their cart, but they never purchased, then this is going to be a sequence that you can create that follows up with them to try to hopefully get them to purchase the stuff in their cart. Like, hey, you left this in your cart, you know, do you want a discount? So we're going to click blank automation, and you just type in the name of what it is, this is what it would be. Whatever you type in, it would show up right here. So it's for internal use only. You don't have to worry about people seeing it. But I'm just going to click test. All right. So first things first is and I'm just letting you guys know right now, I'm a bit new with this stuff. So I don't really play with the goals very much, but you can always hit up this Aspire chat and ask them about that, or you know, get help with it if you need help setting that up. I haven't played with it much yet, but that's, you know, there for you if you want to do that. So this right here is just if you want to create a little sticky note next to this, or honestly, I don't even know what this means. Okay, so we're going to click to edit your automation trigger. So what's going to trigger this automation? So when do you want to start this automation? So basically, what is triggering this new automation email sequence that you are creating? You're going to click add new trigger. And pretty much what we want to do is when the subscriber, they're pretty much going to receive this automation when they're added to a list. That's what we just did. We created a list from our form. Mine was the 7 pages every website needs or something like that. And then, so now the trigger is once they're added to that list, which they will be once they click submit on that form, that's the trigger. So we're going to click this. We're going to click, all right, when the user is added to a list, which list. So we're going to do this one. So we're going to confirm. So now this trigger is going to start when they're added to that list. So you just click off of it, and now that's there. You currently have one trigger. You can, I think, add multiple, but yeah, pretty much for this sequence, we only need one. And then you can save as you go. Right now, this is turned off, so don't worry. Like, until you click this to green, this isn't going to start sending once they fill out that form and submit it. And so then now there's a trigger. So now we want to add an email. So the first thing that you would want to do is you'd click send email. So we're going to send an email to the subscriber. So as soon as they, opt in and they want to get that freebie and they click submit, now the trigger is going to send them an email. So you're going to put in your email subject line. I'm just going to put test. This should be filled out and you don't need to worry about editing that, and then start building the email. You can click any of the free templates to use, or if you already have templates that you've pre-designed and branded, you can use yours. I'm just gonna, oh, here we go. Okay. So you just click on your email. You can go ahead and edit it. You can play around with what it looks like. You can always add new, heading sections. You can add new text, play with the spacing, add a button. So this right here is like the email that the first email that they would get. So this is the email that you'd want to deliver their freebie or their thing that they opted into. Well, at least specifically the one I'm doing right now, because they opted in for a freebie. So you would click the button, you would add either the URL link to that PDF, or you can click here on file and you can link like a PDF in here. So here we go. The 7 pages every health person needs. Sorry, I can't think right now. But yeah, you would just link the content in there. And then you can click save. And then you click off. So there it is. You can send a test email if you wanted to yourself. You just type in the email that you want to send a test to. You click off of again. So now we have it's being triggered. As soon as they enter that list, they're going to get this email immediately. But now if you want to add multiple emails, that maybe they get after a course of time, now you'd click a next trigger. And then you'd want to click delay the automation. So I usually do delay with a specific amount of time. And then you can do like delay, maybe they're going to get this one. So after they get that initial email that they got immediately, then you can put into a delay for like 1 day. Maybe they get an email the next day, or maybe you want to wait 2 days, or maybe you want to wait, 7 days. I thought maybe we could put weeks, but you could put like 7 days, or however many days that you want to, space out your emails. I suggest honestly not sending more than like 2 to 3 emails a week. I feel like unless you're doing like a welcome sequence or, a freebie sequence like that, like that's fine, but you just don't want to blow them up. So, because then they could end up, not unsubscribing because they're like, oh my God, like you're sending me too many emails now. So, anyways, yeah, you just put your delay in. So we'll just do like 2 days. And so now they're going to get this email immediately when they get added to that list. Then 2 days later, then it's going to be delayed for 2 days. And then you can send another email, right? And then you just click send email, put in the subject line, start building the email, pick your email template, create the email, save. And then click off of it. And then you just save this. You would make sure you save it. Click save. Don't forget to click save. Obviously right now it's not going to send any of these because we have it turned off. So we are building it currently. So at the moment you don't need to, turn this on. But once you know, everything's good to go. You've made sure all the emails are, you know, great. You love it. You know, everything makes sense. The delays are set up. Then you can turn it on, basically. So that's pretty much how you set up your flow. I'm going to show you what mine ends up looking like. So if you click on this, right now it's going to take me to the analytics and goals. But this is the automation flow, okay? So you can toggle between the two. But this is the flow. So this is the email that they get as soon as they opt into that. Where'd it go? Oh, I'm not on that page anymore. But as soon as they opt into that form to get the freebie, they're going to get this email. Then one day, it's going to delay one day. So then it's going to skip one day. And then they're going to get another email. Then it's going to skip another day. And then they're going to get another email. Then it's going to skip another day. So this is a freebie sequence. So, you know, you have the ability to send them an email every other day and until the sequence is over. And so pretty much they start here and then eventually they'll get to the last email. And so this is turned on right now. And, you know, usually in these last emails, you want to put in like call to actions and stuff and trying to get them to maybe, you know, what's the goal that you have through your sequence for, you know, your freebie. What do you ultimately want them to do? Book a call with you, maybe join a program that you've created, something like that. So anyways, that's pretty much how it looks. And, you know, it's turned on. So basically, you know, once they opt in, these things start happening. You can click on your analytics and goals and you can see like, how many people have entered into this sequence and how many have completed the whole flow from the first email to the very last and how many people are currently still in the flow at the moment. And then you can view all your emails and like the open rates and how many people have clicked on the buttons or the call to actions or the links inside. So yeah, all that stuff is in here and it's pretty easy to do once you start, you know, going in there and playing with it and doing it. But you know, this support chat is super, super helpful. Always reach out to if you ever run into anything and you're confused or you don't know, you know, where something's at or how to do something, like just hit up the chat and you'll get taken care of. But just wanted to kind of show how this works. You can always delete certain ones that you don't want anymore. Like this is the one I just did with you guys. You can click this plus sign on multiple, you know, and then you can just click delete selected. Or if you want, you can just go to the highlight over the one that you know you don't want, click the cog and click delete. You can also turn it on and off. You can rename it right here, and then you can also clone it. So if you want to duplicate that one to build off of that to do a different one, you can do that as well. So I'm just going to delete that because I don't need it. But yeah, super simple. I hope that was simple for you guys. But yeah, if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to the Spire Builder chat. I'm still learning all this stuff as well, but because the emails are very new in Spire Builder, but it's pretty easy to use once you start playing in it and getting used to it. So hope this helps. All right, bye.